Hey, Dana Ehrlich with Keller Williams Realty, always bringing you the best side of West Side real estate. I'm here in beautiful Santa Monica, California this morning, and it is an absolutely stunning summer day. Today I want to pass along a very important tip to you if you're looking to buy a home in Santa Monica or West Side Los Angeles, and it has to do with what's happening in the mortgage side of things. First point, just because your lender gives you a pre-approval letter does not mean that your loan is a slam dunk. What we are experiencing right now in the mortgage world is like a 180-degree pendulum has swung in the opposite direction, and even the very, very best buyers with great credit, assets in the bank, stable job history are being put under a microscope, and some very unusual things are happening. I'll spare you the ugly details and the painful details of some of my latest transactions, but to give you just some high-level tips on things to be thinking about and considering. After you turn in all of your initial documents, your lender's going to have you fill out an application and give you a checklist of documents to collect, tax returns, bank stubs, investment account statements, all that good stuff. Once you turn all of that in, expect further requests for more documentation. And think of it like peeling away the layers of the onion. If there are deposits that are being made into your bank account, for example, that go above and beyond your paycheck, you're going to need to be able to provide the supporting documentation about those deposits. If it was a loan that was paid back from a friend, if it was a stock dividend, whatever it was, just make sure you have documented proof of where that money came from, because just showing it in your account is going to raise red flags. Insist that your loan officer review your file thoroughly before it goes to underwriting and advises you on what else might be asked for. Make sure they go through every page of your tax return, so if they see anything in that tax return that might trigger further questions by the underwriter, you can be proactive about writing letters of explanation for those items or providing the supporting documentation to prove such things. Verification of employment. Very important. It's a one-page form that your employer needs to fill out and sign completely and correctly. Now, the challenges that we're seeing is extra information that's being added to the form that doesn't need to be there. We're seeing cases where if it's a lower level clerical person in the HR department that's completing the form, they're not completing it correctly. So step one is to see if you can get the lender to provide the verification of employment form early on in the underwriting process and get that underway. Do what you can proactively to let your human resources department know that they should be expecting it and to please turn it around as quickly as possible. Retain all supporting documents for all deposits. We talked about that. Be prepared to feel like you are being put under a financial microscope. It's really important to not take it personally. You cannot take it at all personally, because I'm here to tell you that the very best borrowers are being put under the greatest amount of scrutiny. The more prodigious you are in accumulating money and in accumulating assets and other real estate properties, the more complicated your underwriting process will be. So just be prepared to be put under the microscope. So that's it for my buyer tips today. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.